Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and today I thought I would cover a topic that I touched upon briefly in yesterday's training video in my rant in there during my work mode workout. And that's the concept that hard work can make us better people. And this is an idea I really like, but when you really start to think about it, there's an element of truth to it, a large element of truth to it. And I think some of the people who've really discussed this a bit online are the guys over at the Barbell Logic podcast. And they call it voluntary hardship, and they refer to it as being referring back to the Protestant work ethic, which is considered to be one of the philosophical pinnacles of Western civilization. And that is the idea that there is something inherently valuable to the individual in hard work. And that's something that I have noticed over the years, that when you start training, barbell training, heavy barbell training, and you guys know what I mean by training. Training and working out are two totally separate things. Working out or exercising is just going to the gym and doing your workout, right? Getting hot, sweaty, burning through some calories, blowing off some steam. Whereas in training is structured work that is structured and organized towards a specific goal and geared towards achieving those goals. You know, again, with a game plan in mind, with a well thought out game plan in place. That is training. You are working towards a goal in a meaningful way. And that's one of the interesting things when it comes to training, because training will always be somewhat hard work. And it's something you're going to do consistently. You're going to do it on a schedule. And it's geared towards improving yourself in some way. But what happens when you start barbell training? What happens when you take someone who's maybe lacking some confidence? Maybe they're even lacking character as a person in certain ways. And you do something like put them under a barbell for a year straight on a structured program that's geared towards performance improvements that will change their body composition, make them stronger, make them healthier. By people putting in hard work towards improving themselves physically in this case, in a meaningful way, that does something to your outlook on life, and it does something to your self-confidence. But it is the physical act of improvement. And by consistently working on improving yourself as a person, your mindset starts to shift in that direction, and it starts to apply to other aspects of yourself. Right? It can apply to other aspects of yourself, because once you've learned to do something on a regular schedule that's organized and structured, and it really does require some effort on your part, consistency and effort, you start to want to be a better person. It can start to carry over into other things, because oftentimes your mindset starts to go, well, if I can put in all this work and I've been doing this and I feel better physically, I look better physically, I'm stronger, I'm faster, my blood work looks better, I have made myself into a better being as a result of this work I've put in. Oftentimes it makes you start to think about, what can I do with other elements of my life? Because let's be realistic here. If you are a better person, you're also better for other people around you. In other words, let's just take something like physical strength alone. Physical strength alone and health actually makes you better for society. Because a person who is stronger is more useful to other people. A person who's stronger and more fit is healthier. They're going to use less resources as far as medical resources and other stuff than other people. They are more of an asset to a community. If there's any sort of emergency or something that has to be done, the strong person is the one who has to chip in, you know. They oftentimes are the one who have to react, the stronger people, to any situation that happens where an emergency comes up. Or, you know, again, when someone who's a single mother needs to help move her furniture, who's she going to contact? You know, someone like that who really legitimately has some sort of need, they're moving or whatever. She's obviously going to contact the strongest people she knows, right? The stronger people are just more useful in general to society. And that's another thing. Again, the hard work you do here will oftentimes find you put in situations to where you are more useful for doing good things for other people. And I mean, that latter is definitely one that I've had to do in the last few years. Again, we had a friend who was a single mother. She had to move. She couldn't afford movers. And, again, who you think got called? Yeah, I got called to come help. And I did. But again, you become someone that other people feel like they can count on in various situations. And you will find yourself, just this hard work done here will tend to put you in, and again, in situations where people are going to kind of need you to do good things, useful things. Same thing, an emergency situation happens. If you're strong and confident, you're going to be the first one to respond. Because it also puts you into that mindset of confidence, puts you into the mindset of being able. And therefore, you're just far more likely to be the person who ends up being needed or getting called, or who responds to various situations where there's just an immediate need. And when that starts happening, again, that starts to change your mindset, because you will start to think of yourself as that person who could be counted on. It makes you feel useful, because you are useful. You're useful to other people in need oftentimes, just because you've put in that hard work. And before long, it makes you have to be a better person, a more confident person, a person who feels like they are more able to help others and more useful to other people. And when you feel more useful to other people and you've put in hard work towards being better, it can start to carry over to other elements of your life. Before long, you will start to think, well, if I put in that work and this made me a better person, it helped me personally, it did a lot for me personally, but then it started helping other people. What else can I do to make myself a better person? Maybe I can go learn another skill of some type. Maybe I can take something else in my life that I could put some hard work towards and do better. Because that's the thing. Once you've learned to put in hard work towards improving yourself, and you see how it helps you, and then you see that it starts helping other people, because eventually it will. I promise you, anyone who's trained like this, you're eventually going to be in situations to where you being stronger is going to be of benefit to another person somewhere at some point. It might be a while. It might only happen once. It might happen dozens of times, but it will happen eventually. And it's a real good feeling to know that the hard work that you put in, even for purely selfish reasons, just to be better, ended up helping another person. Ended up helping another person. It makes you more useful. And here's the thing. I mean, we want to talk about, what makes a good person. Well, I would say anyone who is useful to others is a good person. I don't think anyone's going to disagree with that. If you have some ability that just makes you more useful to other people, and it gets utilized to help other people, I would say that's one of the defining characteristics of a good person. It's not just about mindset. It's about what do your actions end up doing to help others. All right? That's part of being a good person. But yeah, once you start doing one thing like this and it starts having a chain reaction like that, it makes you start to carry that over into other things. You start to become more confident that you can improve yourself in other ways. What else can I do to be a better person? All right, I've already done this and I do this. That's one thing. What else can I do? And once you start to develop that mindset, it absolutely makes you a better person. Makes you a better person both for yourself, all right? Better person for yourself, and it makes you a better person for others around you. And I can tell you right now, when you become more useful and a good person that has the ability to help others, and you do that, it does make you feel better about yourself. And that feeling better about yourself helps your self-esteem. It helps your confidence. And if you have good self-esteem and good confidence, that's actually good for you also. So there's a lot of different elements that this carries over into, but ultimately, I think what we find with training is definitely an example of how hard work can absolutely make you a better person on multiple levels. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.